Guys, I want you to start thinking about your future selves. I want you to start developing skills that you can sell to people, or not necessarily sell to people, but I want you to get in the mindset of becoming a mentor for other people interested in developing a particular skill that you have. As you may know, we are in a digital frontier. We are entering an extremely digitally managed society. Like, we live in a digital age, and as you know, like, if you want to market things, you go for the internet. Nobody advertises in magazines or the newspaper, on the radio, or in television anymore, because it's an obsolete format. People advertise through social media because social media is the best way to reach people, and it is what the future holds. Now, the reason I bring this up is because I want you to think about your future selves. As human beings, we require growth. That's the main fundamental key toward fulfillment, is growth. If you're not growing, you'll start feeling depressed. I can guarantee it, because there's nothing. You're not expanding your consciousness. You're not fulfilling your soul's requirements, which is growth and learning and creating. And so, if you have a skill that you're knowledgeable on, I want you to start documenting it, or at least get yourself to a point of development where you can document your skills. Because down the track, say you have a trade of some sort, like you're a carpenter or something of that kind, a guitarist or an artist or a painter or something like this. For your work, you can only ever get paid for the time that you put into it. Say you work a 40-hour week, you may be earning, let's say, $100 an hour. Yeah, you're still only earning $100 per hour, and that's great and all. But in a future kind of sense of things, the best thing that you could ever do is teach yourself, or start developing the mindset of a mentor for other people, and developing your skill to a point where you can teach it to others. Because down the track, the reason I have this YouTube channel and the reason I'm doing the things that I am personally doing is because I know that down the track, say in 10 years, I might be bored of what I'm currently doing. I might feel a yearning to develop further. And the thing that I've spent a lot of time studying, the thing I've spent a lot of time understanding, is spiritual and self-development. And that's why I have this channel, because I want to teach people about that. And I know that eventually down the track, say in 10 years, and not even 10 years, 5 years, whatever, I might want to teach this to people. And the best thing that I can possibly do as someone who wishes to mentor people on how to develop themselves spiritually or personally is to be someone of authority, which means if you meet me and you see me, you can see that I know what I'm talking about. I already have an authority on this subject, because you can tell that just by my presence and the way that I hold myself and my surroundings and everything that I can show, that I am an expert on this subject. And so in doing this, the best thing that I can possibly do as the future version of myself is have a complete back catalogue of years and years of content of me expressing my knowledge on this subject, so that when the opportunity comes for me to, say, develop a brand, which I'm trying to do, or create a program to help people with their self-development and their spirituality, when the opportunity arises, I will already have the resume there for me of, hey, here's my YouTube channel, or here's my online group, here's my website, where you can see that I have years and hours and hours and hours and hours of content that I've developed of helping people. And I have this whole client list of people who have been a part of this for a long time, who can vouch for what I have to say. I have reviews from people, I have testimonies from people. And so that future version of myself is already set to go with whatever he wants to proceed with in this level of expertise if he decides to create a business for this and mentor people. And now the reason I'm bringing up mentoring and doing all this is because this is I have a unique case, because what I'm trying to develop is out of the box of what I do for a career. But further down the track, I might not wish to do my my day job anymore, or I might wish to pursue other means. And the thing is that with what I do for work, no matter how much I charge, which could be anywhere between $40 to $100 an hour if I wish at the given time, I still have to work each hour of the day to earn, to make that living. Whereas if you create online content which is consumable for people and have a brand, have a product that people are interested in, and not necessarily just like a product for the sake of making money, like a product that would genuinely help people not just reach their goal, but ensure that they will reach their goal, you then have a means of making money that is outside of the 40-hour work week. You have a product that can sell infinite copies, which means that you can work far less hours and you can focus on creating content and quality content for the people who are interested in what you're willing to teach them. And I feel that, and I've had this discussion with many people, like there's a point where you will reach a peak. I feel like, as a carpenter, for example, I think that there is always a point where you will reach a peak, maybe say like 8, 9, 10 years into your career, maybe not even, but you'll hit a point where you're not improving as dramatically as you were at a certain point. And yes, you can start a business, and that is a very brilliant idea. But of course, businesses come with overhead, staff, medical compensation, insurance. Like it comes with many different things that can make it very stressful, and it can be a very stressful pursuit, and not everyone succeeds at it. That's a shit argument, but still, like if you don't wish to do that, I feel like the next step to take, if you do wish to do this, is to start teaching your skills and become a mentor online, developing online content where you have a maximum amount of reach. You'll have people interested in what you're doing. This includes, for example, TikTok at the moment has an incredible algorithm. If you're teaching things and you're making video and you're putting time into making videos that help people, that are interesting and grab their attention, you're going to get an immense following, which will draw people to your business that you already have. And you'll also have an audience for people who will be interested in purchasing a product that you may have to sell to them, which will help them get to the level of skill that you're at, which will bring them fulfillment and growth and finances and everything that they wish to actually achieve. And you're creating a healthy feedback loop where you're helping people, and you're also expanding from the pool or the room that you're already in, where you're actually helping a larger community, and you'll start feeling that growth again and that fulfillment. And yeah, that's all I want to just kind of try and help you start getting in the mindset of, because as I said, we're entering a digital age. We are in a digital age, and many jobs are becoming redundant now because of technology, and they will only continue to do so. There's more and more population, more and more people are using the internet and social media, and more people are looking to learn. More people are looking for education and guidance, because it's so easy to get lost now. And I say this all the time, like depression is at a high, anxiety is at a high, like suicides are at a high. It's a horrible subject to bring up, but people are extremely lost right now, and they're only going to become more and more lost as we enter a confusing and quite dangerous age where no one has actually explored it before. And it's becoming a mentor or someone to look up to who has knowledge on particular subjects are going to be the newest form of I don't know the exact word for it, but they're going to be very important people to have on the platforms, because many people are going to be looking for guidance. They already are looking for guidance. That's why you see all these extreme figures blow up out of nowhere, like Andrew Tate and Jordan Peterson, and I'm sure you can name heaps of other people, like public figures. You don't even have to agree with the things that those people say, but the reason that they blew up so much is because they have relatively meaningful or controversial opinions and guidance on things that people are needing to hear. So as I said, like, find a skill that you're passionate about and start documenting your knowledge on it, because down the track, in it couldn't be maybe even when you're 40 years old, you might look back and go, hey, I want to do this. And luckily, I was wise enough that back in my 20s or back in my 30s, I started documenting my knowledge on this kind of thing. So it's a bit of a long video, bit of a ramble, but start developing the mindset of a mentor to teach people something that you are genuinely knowledgeable about, that will help other people in their self-development. Take it easy. I'm out.